here I am, about to sit down to have my breakfast and a cup of tea of the day, when I had a knock on the door. Now, this knock on the door was my packaging supplies. No issue with that. The gentleman was very professional. He's delivered my items, really nice man. However, when he was unloading these packaging supplies, I was quite shocked at the size of the bubble wrap. Now, I ordered these items and they've come quite quickly. And when he was carrying them to my front door, I didn't realise how big the bubble wrap was going to be. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute because they are... I've got nowhere for them, basically. The boxes are great. They're in front of me. They're great. But the bubble wrap, I thought it was going to be half of the size to make up the full size of one of them. And I've got two large bubble wraps. I'm not even ready for this film. I look a mess. My hair's still wet, but I'm just going to show you. Now, it's good to have bubble wrap. It's good to have packaging supplies. We are in October, so I'm hoping things are going to start to sell. Well, sell more. However, I went a bit mad. I'm going to show you what I mean. Just to compare to height, this is my bubble wrap. It's taller than me. You can't really tell very well here, but it's taller than me. It's a lot taller. It is, I'll show you properly in a minute. We've got another one here as well. And I have gone a bit mad. Look at it. Look at the size of that. Now, I know you probably can't tell. You probably can't tell. That is a hat that needs to be listed. That is to be sorted. Ignore that. But yeah, this is me. It's like a family photo, this. It's like a little portrait. This is crazy. And I don't really know what to do with it because I haven't got the space. But I'm going to flip it around and try and show you to give you more of a context. It's just standing up in the doorway. Now, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to give you a sort of overview of what these look like, as in how big they are. Because I just think I've made a bloody mistake here. And there they are sitting on the floor. Now, I don't know what to do with them. Obviously, it's good, but I'm going to show you the size of them. So if I can, it's going to fall over, so I can't do it. Let me show you the width in a minute. Let me sort it properly. So there's the cardboard, but there is quite a lot of bubble wrap in here. And the other one, so this one is the large bubbles. So plenty. I'm going to have a lot to get through. And then this one here is exactly the same, but it's the smaller one. But again, if you can see, I don't know if you can see properly, it's bloody loads of it. I mean, anyone need any bubble wrap, you know where to come. But yeah, so this is the smaller bubbles. I haven't even unwrapped it, but they're there. I don't know what to do. So this is what I have done. So I ordered it. It's come quite quickly, actually. This is not me sponsoring the company. I've not used them before. I thought I'd use them because it seemed reasonably priced and really quick delivery. But this, I mean, it's going to keep me going. I do need bubble wrap, but not at this quantity right this minute. Now, in the new year, I've got some ventures that I'm going to be trying out. So this stuff is going to come in really handy. However, at the moment, I've got no words. But if you've been following my channel for a while, you will understand that I don't always do things logically. I have nowhere to put it. It's nearly the size of the door frame. I mean, I'm going to have to move it. I have no words, but it has amused me. I have nowhere to put this. I don't have any storage space to put this. So I'm having to really think about what to do. I was going to go out sourcing later on, but I'm going to have a day in to sort this because I'm having to sort out anyway. I'm going to get some more stuff sorted for eBay. And tomorrow I might have a day out. I might go out sourcing because this is ridiculous. Has anybody else ever done anything like this? Anyway, the boxes have come. They're great. So they're like double thickness, like double wall boxes. So they're really good. I was running low on packaging supplies. I've still got bubble wrap. That's the best of it. So I've still got bubble wrap. I'm going to show you a picture to compare the size of the bubble wrap. Okay, it has reduced in size, but the height of it, the length of it, compared to this bloody stuff. So bear with me. So my room in here is a mess at the moment because I'm having a massive sort out. So there's stuff everywhere. But I'm going to show you that bubble wrap there. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what the length I thought I was getting. Now, the thickness of it, the width, whatever you call it, I was expecting to be this size. I'm going to show you because you're going to laugh at this. If you don't laugh, then you need to get a sense of humour because I thought I'd measured it correctly. I wasn't feeling 100% when I did the order, obviously. And now I'm like, this is, yeah, well, I'm going to show you. So that bubble wrap there is the size I thought I was going to get, like the length, not that sitting on the floor. That is probably, I don't even know. It's more than double it. It's probably 3 times the length of it. I don't know. It's crazy. Now, the thickness, there was quite a lot in this bubble wrap, and it has reduced quite a lot because I've used loads of it. However, it was quite thick. There was quite a lot of it. And it's like smaller bubbles, but this is just a joke. It's an absolute sort of... I mean, don't get me to order your packaging supplies because this is what happens. But anyway, hopefully it's given somebody a bit of a laugh because it's made me laugh this morning. These are just some of the boxes I've ordered as well. So... we've got loads of different boxes. I don't need to show you this because you know what boxes look like, but I've got quite a few more boxes now. And I can break them down and store them a little bit easier. But yeah, the drama is going to continue for today. So I think I'm going to have a day in just to sort this. I was going to go out sourcing. I was going to go around the charity shops to try and find some stock to put on eBay. I haven't put the tripod up because it was just for the moment video. But this is, I don't even know what to do. I mean, it's laughable. I just look at it. But there it is. Just that's the size of the bubble wrap, the length I thought I was going to get. And obviously, where is it? The camera, it's opposite. So those 2 bubble wraps here, I can't point. What am I doing? There we go. Those 2 there are ridiculous. It's nearly the size of the door. I mean, it's taller than me. The biggest one is taller than me. And I mean, I'm not tall anyway for a woman. I'm quite small, petite. But yeah, I'm... I don't know. But yeah, so I've got to now sort where to put that. I'm going to just turn this into a packaging video and talk about packaging and why it's important to have enough, but don't go overboard like me, and make sure you've got the room for it, because it's not going to cause problems. I can find space, but it's just... I'm going to need the bubble wrap, and that's the thing. And that's why I've ordered it, but I didn't realise it was going to be so big. Now, the other thing that made me think that it wasn't going to be the size it is because of the price. The price was reasonable and never had a second thought about it. Where I've ordered it before, as you can see there, it's a lot smaller. And it was around a similar sort of price, which is why I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is. I'm not complaining because I've got a lot of bubble wrap. I hope it's decent quality, but the proof will be in the pudding. So that is me. It's 11:30 now and I've had my breakfast. I've got another cup of tea. I'm doing some washing, but you know, you just think I was going to get some bits done, put a bit of makeup on, do my hair, and then go out and go around the charity shops, find some stuff, come back and do some filming for YouTube. But my day now is going to be having a sort out at home to try and find where to put that. I've got some bits to do around the house anyway, but tomorrow I think I'm going to go sourcing instead. Has anybody else had this drama where they've bought too much packaging, or they've not bought enough, or what they've bought is like that? The thing with me is, though, if I'm going to mess something up, I'm going to mess it up big and proper. There's no sort of subtlety and little mess ups here. That's it. It's all or nothing. So I need the bubble wrap. It will be good, but I don't need it right now. And I wasn't intending to have this much now. So I'm going to go and sort it out. I'm going to go and find somewhere to put this bubble wrap. I'm going to have my cup of tea, get my washing sorted, which was the original plan. And hopefully I'll come back to you and it's all sorted. And I'm going to talk a bit about packaging, which is boring. And I'm going to hopefully look a little bit more presentable when I come back. But this is what happens when you're a reseller and you're not paying much attention to the size of something. So here we go. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, if I'm honest. I know it's all a good old laugh, but this is just pushing me into a direction that I need to go into. I'm going to do another video on that, about what I need to do moving forward, what I'm planning on moving forwards. This stuff, this is the smallest one, the smaller bubbles. The other one's over there, but I've just put it here for now. I've still got packaging supplies in the other room, and I just need to get it sorted. I don't feel stressed. I mean, it is funny. It's hilarious. It's just crazy. But this is just sums up my life. It's a comedy sketch. And it's just, I think things happen in life where we have to just get on with it. And I could just lie on the sofa and think, right, I'm going to bury my head in the sand and sod it, just leave it all in the living room and not do anything with it. But I don't want to do that. I need to sort it out. I look around and everything's a mess. There's stuff everywhere because I've had to rearrange stuff just to get this sorted, just to put it somewhere else because I don't have much storage space and I don't have a lot of room here. I'm not going to show you and give you a tour because it's really, really messy at the moment and I need to get back on track with that. I've had to take things out of where I was storing them and I'm having to have a bit of a shuffle around. A bit of an eye-opener because I'm now thinking potentially I need to get some sort of storage for the stuff I've got. I'm going to talk about that in another video because I've got some plans for the new year and what I want to do in the next 12 months. But this is not what I was intending right now. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to carry on because it's just very messy. But I will push through it. I will get through it. I need to just have a massive sort out. And I don't know if the lighting in here is very good, to be fair, but I need to have a massive sort out and just get my life in order because I just need to pull my socks up. Life's going great and I just need to push myself out of my comfort zone to what I need to do to progress, and I'm not doing it. And this, I think, is the wake-up call I need. I am feeling quite tired already and I don't want to face it, but typical Rebecca fashion, it's very easy to go and lie on the sofa and forget about it, but I'm not doing that. I don't want to be that person. I used to be like that. I used to think, right, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to face it another day. I'm not doing it. I couldn't even see my living room carpet because there was packaging supplies all over the floor. At least I can see the carpet now, but that's the point I was at where it's just taken over. I've put the bubble wrap here and there's some over there as well. I know you can't see, but it's over there. And I have got boxes I need to just neaten up. The boxes aren't so bad because I can break down the package that they've given, that they've sent to me, and I can store them in different places. I know that doesn't sound logical, but you have to work with what you've got. I could do with a spare room just for my reselling. To be fair, I could do with a spare room just for having a spare room. But I unfortunately don't have the luxury of space. I don't have the luxury of having storage compartments, storage areas. The rooms I have are literally the rooms. I don't have storage cupboards. I don't have any of that. I don't have an attic. I don't have a garage. So I'm lucky to have what I have. I've got a roof over my head and I'm happy with that. But for space, it's getting very, very tight. And I need to just think of what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about storage or office space. I'm thinking about something. Oh, I don't want to lean on that. It's going to fall. Cool, that'll be the next thing. Something clout me on the head. So I do think, what was I saying? I am thinking about storage, a storage unit, like a small sort of space or like an office space. I'm looking into that because this is ridiculous. I've got to a point where it's making me unhappy. I don't live in a mess. It's not messy, but it's sort of like organised chaos where things are neat, but it's not how I want to live because my reselling is taking over. I've got a lot of stock and it's spreading out all over, as you can imagine. As if you're new to reselling or if you've been doing reselling for a while, you can probably relate to that. But it's just, I need to kick up the backside. I need to pull my socks up and actually just do what I should have done 12 months ago. And here I am. I'm on a bit of a moan, but I've got no motivation to carry on doing this. But I will. I'll come back in a little bit and update you. Hopefully, the next time I'll be on the sofa and I'll be like, yes, I've done it all. I can tell you now, it won't all be sorted now because the more I look at it, the more it just is really getting me down. But that's why I need to do it. It's just the fact I've had to move a lot of things. So that when you've not got much space, I put things in a specific order. They have their own place and that's where they go. However, when you then have packaging supplies come in the post, and you don't have the space for them because you haven't measured them properly. I'm telling myself off here. Right, so basically this is the situation I'm in. I'm having to rearrange everything so now they can fit them in places so it's neater. But then it's finding spaces and condense. I do need to sort out. I do need to have a look through stuff that I'm not using. And it's just one of those things nobody really likes to do. But once you've done it, you feel better for it. I just need some more space. And that's basically the truth of it. and I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. I know exactly what I need to do, but I'm just in my comfort zone and I haven't pushed myself out of it. So hopefully this is a bit of a moment of, come on, Rebecca, pull your socks up. Come on, you can do it. So I'm going to do another video talking about that in a bit more detail of what I've got planned for next year, what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, just moving forward, because this is not how I want to live. But this is crazy. I mean, it's nearly the same height as me. The other one is practically taller than me. I know with the camera angle you can't quite tell, but yeah, I mean, it's comfortable to lean up. It's great. It's padding. But yeah, I mean, this is where we are at the moment. So I'm going to carry on and be back with you, hopefully with a really positive update that I've cleaned it all up. But I can tell you now it won't be the case. So I will be back in a bit. I'm back with a McFlurry. I've just been to McDonald's. Well, it's 10 to 10 on the night. I went to McDonald's about 7:30, 8 o'clock this evening. Didn't realise it was so late, so I got McDonald's. I've put this in the freezer, so I've got it out to defrost. And I am back to record the rest of this video. I didn't bother doing my hair or any makeup and do any filming today, apart from what I'm doing now, because I've been busy with sorting out. I've also just watched a film because I wanted a little bit of time to myself, because I've been overwhelmed recently with a lot going on and not putting myself first and having some time to unwind. So I've just watched Cool Runnings. It's such a good film. I love it. It's funny and it is quite emotional at the end. Well, it's got some parts in that's quite emotional. And it's just a really good film. I love it. And I haven't watched it for ages, so I've added some nice time to myself, eating a McDonald's, which I don't really like doing, but I didn't have time to cook. I didn't want to preheat the oven and then wait for it, and I eat at 9 o'clock tonight. So here I am, 10 to 10, waiting for my pudding. I never had pudding, but McFlurry. So how have I got on today? Have I sorted everything? No. I knew this wouldn't be the case though. I have made a lot of progress. I've managed to put the bubble wrap, the really huge bubble wrap that I bought, that is in the bedroom. So both of those are in the bedroom, and although it's not ideal, I don't have anywhere else to put them because I've had a look around in the different rooms where I can put them in, and that's where I can put them. I don't know where else to do with them. So that is sorted for now. It's going to take a long time to get through that bubble wrap. I do need it. I don't need that much of it right now. I'm going to talk more about that in the future because I've got a plan of what I want to do in the new year and for the next 12 months, as in next year. So I want to talk about that in a bit more detail, but I didn't intend it to be that much bubble wrap. The boxes are great. They're still in the shrink wrap. I'm going to leave them as they are until I need them, purely because when I start unwrapping them, it's going to make a mess. And I wanted to focus on having a sort out. It's really pushed me to actually go through things that I don't use, things that I don't need, and just try and get some more stuff on eBay. I haven't found much to sort out and get rid of and sell, but I am going to just get rid of stuff that I just don't need anymore. I feel like today has been that sort of kick up the backside that I need. For the past 12 months, have been feeling quite comfortable and in my sort of comfort zone. And I really want to push myself forward doing more, but I haven't been. And although I'm being more disciplined with myself with eBay and everything else like that, YouTube and all that, I haven't pushed myself as much as I can, as much as I could be. And that's fine, but my eBay I don't take very seriously, as you will all know if you've been following my channel for a while. I do it as a hobby, part-time, whatever you want to call it, side hustle, whatever phrase you want to use. I don't take it seriously. And when I say I don't take it seriously, I take it seriously in the sense of it's more experimenting, seeing if it will work before I actually take that leap and actually do it properly. And I know that's going to sound a bit strange, but I'm just kind of winging it and experimenting to see if it'll work. I know it works. And last year I wanted to just do more with it, but I haven't been. I've been holding myself back. But I feel like I just want to make some changes in my life. So the sort out's gone really well. I've gone through a lot of my stuff and I've got a few items that I'm going to list on eBay, stuff that I don't use, stuff that I don't need, and just get rid of some stuff. And I've tried to condense other stuff. I've made a sale on eBay, which is nice. A pair of cords, which I need to wrap. Marks and Spencer's blue cords. I'll show you actually, because they're here. These are what I have sold. And these went for $26.99. It's a pair of blue cords. They're a really nice colour, but you probably won't be able to see the colour very well in this light. They're like a greeny blue colour, but they're nice. Marks and Spencer's, size 14. They're a nice pair of cords. They've gone for $26.99, so I'll get those out tomorrow. Need to wrap them, and then they can be sent. But today's been quite successful. I feel tired. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster. It was hilarious this morning when I sat down for my breakfast and the door went, and I saw the delivery man with these bubble wraps, and I was like, where am I going to put this? I got to the point as well where I just dumped them in the living room floor just behind me, and I couldn't even see the carpet. That's how much packaging supplies I had delivered. And it got to the point where I thought, this is absurd, and I was quite stressed. And then I got really upset and frustrated at myself. And then I just thought, I'm going to work through this and actually just clear up and have a sort out. Not that it's messy in here. It's neat and it's arranged, but I just don't have any storage space. The rooms I've got are the rooms I've got. There's no cupboards. There's nothing like that. I haven't got an attic. I haven't got a garage and no conservatory. Nothing. So although it's quite spacious, when you've got your own belongings in here, it does the job. It's perfect, but it's if you're reselling, I haven't got the room. If you collect things, I don't have the room. And I feel like I've outgrown this where I need more space. I'm happy where I am. I'm going to be staying here a little bit longer. But I feel as well, I'm getting to the point, and I felt like this about last year, was it? I felt like this. In fact, this time last year, I was going to give up eBay. That's it, I'm done. But I'll go back to it because I like eBay. But my plan now is to try and separate the two. I'm going to stay where I am, or stay locally to this area. But I'm going to look into maybe an office space storage location, because I want to get to the point of separating it. I want to come home and not think there's a box over in that corner. Oh, it's reselling stock. And that's the thing that is just getting me down. So I've just got to the point now where I'm happy with my full-time job, my career. It's going well. It's brilliant. But for reselling, I want to separate the two. I want to come home and not be like, oh, look at all this stock. And have a wardrobe full of stock, and it's all in the bedroom, it's all in the living room, some of it is in the kitchen, in the cupboard. And I know, as stupid as it sounds, you just think, you open a cupboard and it's bloody stock. I mean, I know I'm laughing and making it lighthearted, but I've got to the point now where I feel like I'm growing out of space, that I need more space. So I'm going to look into maybe storage location or an office space or whatever. I need to sit down and think about it. I've been a bit down the past couple of months just with things that have gone on, because nothing in particular, but I feel like I'm stuck in the same situation, the same position, and I'm not sort of growing and getting out of this position, which is really frustrating. I've only got myself to blame. I am in my comfort zone and I haven't pushed myself out of it, but there's quite a few things I want to achieve and I'm just not doing anything. I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over. And if you do the same things over and over and get results, it's good. But if you do the same things over and over and make changes to improve and you're growing, that's even better. And that's what I want to do. That's a really bad analogy. This is the woman who's just bought ridiculous amount of bubble wrap because she can't measure. But no, taking it seriously for a minute, if that's possible. I feel like I want to separate that. I want to grow eBay. I want to grow my reselling. And when I say eBay, I don't really know about eBay. I've got some other thoughts of what I want to do. But again, this is going to be in another video. I've got a lot going around in my mind. I've written some goals and some things I want to achieve, which is next to me on a notebook. And I'm just trying to take stock of my life and organise stuff because things are just a little bit chaotic. And I need to just focus and pull myself back in and say, actually, Rebecca, pull your socks up. You can do this and just be more organised and just focus yourself and apply yourself more. So there's a lot I need to sort out still. I've got a couple of boxes just still here that I need to sort. And I'm just trying to go through things, and I'm also trying to get things listed on eBay, so that's going well. But I'm trying to list as much as possible. Not in one go, but I'm trying to do research for certain items, and I'm doing sort of YouTube videos. YouTube, I know, has been a bit sort of hit and miss for me recently. But I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot going on in my head, and I've got a lot going on sort of away from the reselling sort of part of my life, and things that I just want to improve. I've been working a lot on myself. I know it doesn't look like it with McFlurries and McDonald's and just eating like rubbish. At least I'm not smoking. That's a good one. I haven't gone back to that, which is good. But so there's progress. But no, I'm not that stressed. I just want to make some changes. So going back to the packaging, if you need packaging supplies, this is not a pitch, by the way. This sounds like I'm starting into a pitch here. If you're a reseller and you need packaging supplies, make sure you get them as soon as possible, because we're coming up to the busy time. This was the thought process I had, and obviously I've got now, I'm swimming in packaging supplies, which is a good thing because I won't run out. But because Q4 is going to be busy, make sure you have got enough packaging supplies. Don't be like me and go mad. And if you measure things, most people will measure things correctly and do it properly. But please don't do what I've done and go overboard, because I had no idea what was coming in the post. It's just, I'm still laughing about it now. It's just unbelievable. If you do measure things, make sure you do it properly. Don't do what I've done, because that's the situation you're going to be in. But you'll probably got more space than me where you live. So if you have, then there's no worry, no stress. But at least I've got bubble wrap to last me probably for the next 5 years. And because we are coming up to a busy time of the year, just make sure you're not running out on your packaging supplies. This is one of the things that is quite important with reselling, because it's something that I learned quite quickly, that you need packaging supplies, because it's all well and good buying the stock and selling it. But when it comes to packaging it, I haven't got any envelopes, I haven't got any boxes. What am I going to do? And this is me talking from experience, so please don't do a Rebecca. And if you do order packaging supplies, please measure it correctly and don't do a Rebecca, because you'll end up like me today. However, although I'm being light-hearted and having a bit of a laugh, on a serious note, it is always good to keep a check on how many boxes you've got, mailing bags, I don't know, envelopes, bubble wrap, sellotape, anything you need for packaging supplies, whatever you use for packaging supplies, it's always good to make sure you have got enough. That was my intention. That was my thought process. And here we are. But I still need to sort some stuff out. I'm going to get some quotes for like storage and stuff and see what sort of figures I'm working on, because I feel like once I've done that, although I don't want to go to a separate location for my reselling, I feel like I need to split it up. If I had a garage or somewhere in the garden and I can separate it like that, it's fine. But I don't have the luxury of that, so I've got to work with what I've got. And I think I've been thinking like this for about a month or so, where I feel like I need to have that extra space. I'm going to get some quotes and see how much they're going to be. I'm obviously not going to reveal prices and stuff because I don't think that's fair, but I'm going to see where I am and factor it into, can I afford it? Is there a budget and stuff? Because my reselling isn't going that well, in the sense of I'm not making that much, but I need to factor in all of this. I'm going to be talking about this in a bit more detail in a further video, in a future video coming up. But it's been an interesting day. It's been an emotional roller coaster today. However, I'm going to have my McFlurry and then I'm going to go to bed, I think, because I'm tired. I might have a day out tomorrow going sourcing. I don't know yet. I'm not really feeling it at the moment, if I'm honest. I want to crack on and sort this out. I want to sort everything out here at home. Let me know if you've ever had any packaging nightmares, or if you've measured things that have turned up that were way too big or way too small. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you if you have watched this video. I'm going to leave it there for now. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in my next video.